The Emirate of Abu Dhabi proudly hosted 7 of the world's finest football teams spanning 5 continents as they battled it out for the highly prized 2017 FIFA Club World Cup. The 14th edition of the competition was held over 11 days across the Emirate, with matches taking place in both Al Ain and Abu Dhabi. One of the key partners influential in ensuring the tournament's success was the Abu Dhabi Sports Council, who headed the local organising committee.
We were involved in many things. We had different departments, from competitions, marketing, PR. All the teams had a very well planned and organised process.
This careful planning was crucial, and one of the key areas was the selection and preparation of the world-class facilities.
We are happy that even the training sites are ready. Even from tomorrow if we start, the stadiums, Jazira Stadium and Zayed Sports City Stadium are ready.
UAE side Al Jazira, the Pride of Abu Dhabi and the champions of the Arabian Gulf League had been training hard, with everything to play for ahead of their opening game against OFC Champions League winners Auckland City from New Zealand.
احنا وايد فخورين ان احنا راح نمثل الامارات في كاس العالم للأندية. اتوقع ان كل لاعب يطمح انه يلعب هذه البطولة.
If they win the first match against Auckland and the second match against the Asian team, it's a good chance for them to play against the best team in the world, which is Real Madrid.
With final preparations completed, match day 1 in Al Ain saw Auckland take on Al Jazira at Hazza bin Zayed Stadium. After a tense opening, Brazilian Romarinho edged Al Jazira in front just before half-time. And Auckland City failed to find a way back, which meant the local side progressed to the next round, much to the joy of the home support and the Al Jazira head coach.
We are very happy with the win, and I think we made Abu Dhabi and UAE proud.
Match day 2 saw Mexican side Pachuca take on Morocco's Casablanca, while local heroes Al Jazira took on the Urawa Reds from Japan. An extra-time goal sent Pachuca into the semi-finals in the opening game, much to the delight of the travelling Mexican supporters. In the second match, Al Jazira took the lead in the second half through the impressive Ali Mabkout. It was a tense finale as the whole of the UAE willed their team to hold out for a place in the semi-finals.
They're winning with 8 minutes to go. I think if they do it, this will be tremendous news for everybody, and we will see them against Real Madrid.
Urawa came close late on, but the AFC Champions League winners couldn't break down Al Jazira's stubborn defence, leaving the home fans in jubilant mood.
We were a little afraid from this game, but during the game, we felt that Al Jazira will do it.
After 2 tenacious wins for the host team, the world had their eyes on Al Jazira, as their opponents, Spanish giants Real Madrid, arrived ahead of what promised to be the biggest game in UAE history. As a break from the intensity of organising the FIFA Club World Cup, tournament organisers took part in a friendly match in Zayed Sports City. The Abu Dhabi Sports Council claimed victory in a team featuring UAE women's team coach Haria Al Taheri, who is looking forward to watching Al Jazira take on the world's best.
I think it's an honor to reach to this level and play against Real Madrid. Always there is a chance. And playing in front of Cristiano Ronaldo and these stars, this is a huge experience.
On the other side of the city, the Pride of Abu Dhabi were busy finalising preparations. The players were looking relaxed but determined to give their all against the reigning champions.
الواحد يفكر دائما في الفوز بغض النظر إذا ريال مدريد أو غير ريال مدريد، وإن شاء الله إذا الله قدرنا نحاول إنه نفوز ونستمتع في نفس الوقت، بس الهم الوحيد اللي تفكر فيه توصل النهاية أنت.
طبعا ريال مدريد واحد من أعرق الفرق. اليوم هذا الحلم صار حقيقة، أنتم ستجلسون في الملعب والناس هي كلها راح تشاهدكم، فهذه فرصة أن أنتم تنقلون رسالة للعالم كله أن ابن الإمارات، ابن المنطقة العربية قادر أنه يكون مبدع.
Real Madrid looked equally relaxed as they entertained the fans in an open training session at Abu Dhabi's NYC University. His Excellency Arif Alawani was delighted to have such world-class talent taking part in the tournament.
We are really happy of having the best 6 teams of the world. We are happy that our representative Al Jazeera can play Real Madrid.
And with the excitement building, the fans were out in force in Al Ain as Urawa Reds beat Casablanca 3-2 to take 5th place overall. Next up, South American champions Gremio began their tournament with a last-gasp victory over Pachuca in the first of the semi-finals. For matchday 4, Zayed Sports City was a hive of activity as passionate fans from far and wide gathered ahead of Al Jazeera's epic semi-final.
Before the game, everybody was afraid. We lose 4 or 5-0 against Real Madrid.
Al Jazeera goalkeeper Ali Kassif kept the fans on the edge of their seats with a series of world-class saves. And then, in the 41st minute, jubilation as Romarinho gave the home side the half-time lead.
Finishing this half 1-0 against Real Madrid, it was something that we are so happy about.
The second half was a different story though, as the visitors showed their class against a battling Al Jazeera, the Spaniards winning 2-1 to progress to the final. Despite the loss, there was no shame for Al Jazeera, who surpassed expectations and made their country proud.
I think it's for the first time that you hear the fans, the whole stadium, did cheer both teams together, because they know that those 2 teams have gave something special.
The final match day was the culmination of months of hard work, and the record stadium attendance was the perfect reward.
We are happy that during the last 2 games, the semi-final and the final, we did have a full house in Zayed Sports City for the first time. That's mean around 42,000 attended in those 2 matches. The atmosphere of the fans was amazing.
First up, Al Jazeera took on Pachuca in the match for 3rd place. Unfortunately, their efforts against Real Madrid had taken its toll on the Gulf League champions, as the Mexican side won 4-1.
Al Jazeera played a good first half, but in the second half the players were very, very tired. This was shown in front of all the people, and they had many injuries in their team.
And then it was time for the showpiece event, as Real Madrid took on Gremio in the final. The European champions were in control, but it took them until the second half to break the deadlock, when Ronaldo's free kick made him the first player to score in successive Club World Cup finals. Whilst the stadium erupted in celebration, many thoughts were still with Al Jazeera, who'd stolen hearts around the world and hopefully inspired future generations of Emirati stars.
Real Madrid is the greatest team in the world, we know that. They are the winner back-to-back for the Club World Cup for the first time. But everybody was emotional with Al Jazeera, and everybody is optimistic about the future of the football in UAE. We're really proud about what Al Jazeera have done. They have a nickname which is Pride of Abu Dhabi, but we really think that now they are Pride of UAE.
As this epic tournament came to a close, there was little time for reflection, as the sporting season is still in full swing for the Abu Dhabi Sports Council. But the positive memories of this tournament will remain for years to come.
I was happy to work with my colleagues, with my friends. We love football, and we watched all the matches that being held in this tournament. Yes, we had some work to do before and after games, sometimes during the games. This is our job.
All eyes will be on the UAE again later this year, when they host the 2018 FIFA Club World Cup. If it matches the success of this year's tournament, then fans across the globe are in for another world-class football extravaganza.